Welcome everybody. So this is the first stream for Kibith Codes. This is my project to build some Android code and hang out with cool people in chat. So I'm hoping that everybody can hear me. I can see my levels are good and I can see that my audio is going out. Hey Ahmed, welcome to chat. So I'm going to give you a little bit of an overview of what I'm planning on doing and what I want to do. So first and foremost, I want to try and play around with Jetpack Compose, but I don't want to build a new app. I want to add it to an existing app. So that's the first thing that I want to do. And then the second thing I want to do is just hang out with people that I haven't seen in so long and that I can't get to see in real life, and maybe meet some new people. So I'm going to start screen sharing now, and then we can have a look at what I want to do. So there's this app that I keep using, which is called Habitica. It's like a to-do app, except it's a gamified to-do app. So there's a long history of Android apps where people are building to-do apps. And in this case, I'm not going to build a to-do app. There's this existing to-do app that I'm going to use. And I've created myself a user here. You can see I'm a level 3 warrior. I haven't leveled up much, and I've created some habits, which we're not going to go into, some dailies. This is today's stream. And then here are some of the questions I've got for chat. And so the first thing I'm going to do inside this app is I'm going to list the goals of what these coming streams are going to be. So what do I want to do? I want to add Jetpack Compose to an app. And I think how this is going to work is I'm going to need to get the repo and fork. I'm going to need to sort out the build. I'm going to need to figure out how the themes work. I'm going to, let's see my list. I think I'm going to need to figure out how the themes work. That might take 1 or 2 streams. I'm going to add a composable somewhere in the app. I'm going to add some tests. I'm going to put a PR up, and then hopefully I'm going to get a badge. So how the badges work in this app is, let's put that up there. How the badges work is if I look at my profile here, let's see if I can go here, and if I look at my achievements, here under the achievements there's a special achievement here as a contributor. So hopefully in the end I can get a badge for contributing this open source project. Now the other thing that's interesting about this app, there is an Android app, which is where I'm going to be adding Compose, and also it's an open source project, which helps because then it means that I can add to the code base. So here is the wiki page on how you can, oh yes, there's another person in chat. Hi Bunny. There's a wiki page that explains how you should be contributing to Habitica. So it's got all sorts of explanations and descriptions here. The one we're looking for is this guidance for Fletcher's Android. And with this, you can see here's the guidance, and what we're looking for here is we want to see where the Git repo is. And the Git repo is over here. And then there's some information about how to contribute to this app. So here's the Git repo. And the one thing that I did do in this Git repo is Compose fits in where the XML usually fits in. So before I started and when I decided I was going to do this project, I had a look at this app to see if the architecture is at least somewhat possible that we can add Compose to it. So what I want to show you here is there's a picture like this, which says how Compose builds and fits in with architecture. So if you have activities and fragments, you have a view model, this is where the XML would have been, and this is where we're going to add Compose. So if I want to add Compose to an existing app, it needs to have this kind of architecture for me to add it easily. I'm sure there's other ways to add it as well, but this architecture is one that there are lots of examples of how to add it. So I had a quick look at this app, and I don't really mind about the rest of the app. The most important thing I want to look at is what the UI and how the architecture is around the UI. So let's see if I can find that. So this is their package structure, reasonably readable, and here we have the UI package, and I see some view models here. So I'm thinking maybe this doesn't look like the whole app uses view models, but at least the equipment inventory and some of these other classes use view models. And if I go into this base view model, then I can see it's using this view model class, which is the lifecycle view model, which means that somewhere in the app they've got something like this. And if they've got this, they'll have activities and fragments, and then I'll be able to hook compose in here somewhere. So I haven't decided yet where I'm going to add this, but we'll have a look inside the app and see if we can figure out a good place. So now going back to this, like how would I start with this? If I'm a new user or a new dev who wants to add to this Habitica project, how would I start? So I'm looking in this README, and they have some instructions on how to start. So they've got some instructions on how the mobile releases work, and then they've got some steps for contributing to this repository. So you've got to fork the repository. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this and see, I have my Git repo over here. Oh wait, I can probably go in there and see. I think I'm me. Yes, I'm me. And I think I can just simply fork this repo. And then that will give me a repo that I can work on. Okay, great. So this now is my version of the repo. Let's see what the instructions tell me here. Okay, so the instructions say you need to fork the repo, create your feature branch, and then commit your changes. But if you fork the repo, you need to pull it first. So let's see if I can pull it. Oh dear, I might have an issue here to pull this repo. Okay, because this is a new GitHub account. Okay, it's not going to be so much fun to set up SSH keys on stream now. I should have done that ahead of time. But let's see if we can do it like this. Git clone. So I'm cloning this Git repo. It seems I can clone it. So that isn't an issue. So we'll let that run in the background. So what I want to show you as well is what I found is this really nice blog post about introducing Jetpack Compose into an existing project. It's got 3 parts to it. And the piece that we're probably going to be doing tonight is this piece here, the part 1. So find the right candidate. I've already chosen the app. Convince the team. I'm not going to do that because I don't have a team to convince. I'm just going to do it. Then I'm already running Arctic Fox. That's not a problem. And then there's some documentation which I have open here which we can look at. And this is how the build needs to be changed to see if we can get this going. Yes, and we have forked it. So now I need to make a new branch. Let's see what it says here. It says we need to make a new branch. All right, let's see. Git checkout -b. Add compose. Okay, and then right, and then we can see how we do that. All right, so now I should try and open. Oh wait, I'm not in the repo yet, right? Let me see here. There it is, Habitica Android. Okay, now I can do git checkout -b, add compose. Excellent. Okay, we have some chat activity. So if you've got any questions of what I'm busy doing, you're totally welcome to ask me, and I'll see what I can do to answer the questions. I might not be able to answer all of the questions, and you might watch me search Google, but at least that'll be something. Hi, Himatum. I'm not sure how to say your name. I hope I'm not butchering it. We're busy trying to add Jetpack Compose to an open source app, and the app that I've chosen is this Habitica app that looks like this. There's an Android app for this, and we're going to see if we can add Compose to this Habitica app. So I'm following the instructions on how to do that. And I've got my repo forked here. So this is my forked version of the repo. I've cloned the repo. I've made a branch. So now I'm ready to get going. So now what I'm going to follow now here are the build instructions. So they're saying you need to copy Habitica properties example to Habitica properties. Let's see if I can do that. I wonder if I should just open this. I already prepared this Google services.json, so I can actually copy that in and put it in. And put it in the correct this step. I've already done this, so let me just copy that in to the correct folder. So if you look here, there is there's the Google Services JSON that I prepared. The way you get this is from the Firebase console, and I already prepared that. Hey Adam, cool, I'm having some famous streamers in my stream. I see new people arrive, so I'll just give you an update of what I'm busy doing. I'm trying to take this Habitica app, which is a to-do app, and I'm adding Jetpack Compose to it, and it's an open source app. So in the long history of having to-do apps, this is the to-do app, and I'm going to see if I can add Compose to it. So I've already made a fork of the repo, and I've cloned it, and now I'm going to copy the Google Services file into the correct place. So I think it goes like this: copy Google Services into, it's Habitica Android. I think it's this folder, Habitica. Yes. Okay, so that means now that I've got this step done here, this step over here, and now I need to do this. But I think I can actually try and see if I can open it up in Android Studio now. I'm just going to see if I can open the app up. And then of course Gradle will do its shenanigans and see if we drop frames because of that. Let's see, Habitica Android, open, and as soon as it appears, it is in fact loading. Okay, I'm going to set this up so that this is on the second screen so that I can swipe between the two. Okay, I might need to enlarge the text for people, and of course, as you can see here, Gradle is busy downloading and doing its thing, but we'll let it do that in the background, and then what we'll do is we'll read a bit more about what is happening in this repo. So I know now I need to copy these properties files, but I'll do that in a minute. The blog post that I'm following is this one, which is just the step-by-step of how to add Compose to an existing project. And the next thing we're going to be doing is here we're going to be starting to add these build steps. So this doesn't look like it's a Gradle KTS file. This looks like it's Groovy, which is fortunate because if I'm looking at this Gradle here, I can see that build Gradle isn't a KTS file, so it's a Groovy file, so I won't need to do the conversions there. So I'm just looking inside here to see what the versions are like. I've got the tools, this one's 704, and what else has he got in here? He's got detect in here. There's some realm databases. I know nothing about this project except that I use it. And so I'm just having a look to see what they've got in here. There's some Crashlytics in here. Okay, and now let's look at the deeper Gradle file, which is the one that lives here. So it looks like he's changed that app folder to be Habitica. And now I'm looking at this Gradle file here. 704. There's this thing which I don't know what it is. Okay, it's got OK HTTP and some retrofit, some Dagger. Okay, that's interesting. app compat material recycler view. Okay, so we're going to be needing all of this here. Oh, he's got an event bus in here. That's curious. Okay, and some RX Java. It looks like it's got everything in the kitchen sink in here. Okay, we've got coil in here as well, some tests, leak detections, leak canaries in there. This is interesting. Reading Gradle files for fun on a live stream. Okay, I'm thinking, okay, the light still looks good. Okay, let's see if this Gradle is busy, has finished, and we can start looking at things. Okay, it's got a project sync failed. Why? Okay, it might, it's the properties file. Okay, let's have a look in here and see if we can see the properties file. Okay, there's properties example and Habitica resources example. Let's just see what he said. I must copy, go back here, and I've got properties example. Okay, Habitica properties example to Habitica properties and Habitica resources example to Habitica resources. Okay, let's see if I can do that. Habitica properties example, copy. Paste. Okay, and then Habitica resource examples. He didn't say that I should be doing anything else with these files, but we'll have a look and see if we need to do anything else. Cancel. Oh, I've got these now. Habitica properties, local properties, Habitica resources. Okay, let's see what they look like. Okay, it's just got some stuff in here, some settings. And where is my resources file? Okay, let's see if I can sync again. Okay, it's continuing to download some more stuff. Okay, we don't want to watch Gradle build. Let's go and read some more at what's happening here. Okay, so these are the things we need to add to our build file. I'll do that once I can get the thing building. And the other thing I can try and do is see if I can find a good place in the code that I want to add compose. So what I can also do is look at this documentation for how to add things to compose and look a bit at the interoperability. Okay, let's see what that link looks like. In the meantime, while we're doing a bit of research, okay, see, it's just similar to what that blog post was saying. Okay, we can use this as an extra cross-reference then to do that. If anybody in chat, I'm super happy to see everybody, and it's a good new year. And so if you are in chat, I have prepared some questions for you. So I've got the repo and fork, so I can already tick this one off. I'm busy sorting out the build. So the questions I had for chat is, you can answer any one of these two. What activities do you do to counter screen time, to get away from your computer and do something else? And or do you have any New Year's inspirations to share? I'll keep my eye on chat and see if someone has any New Year's inspiration and cool activities to share. And in the meantime, let me go back and see what's happening here. Okay, I'm certainly making progress. It's busy downloading the rest of the internet to see if it can sync, which is definitely progress. So the thing is, that's why I have to stream for 2 hours, because most of the time I'm going to be waiting for Gradle, right? Hopefully the downloads only happen in the beginning sometime. Okay, let's have a look at this blog post here. Okay, I've got Arctic Fox, that's right. Work on a puzzle, like a physical puzzle. Ahmed makes music. So yes, I haven't sorted out the music for the stream yet. I'll figure out the music. What kind of puzzles? Those multiple pieces with pictures that you've got to match the puzzle pieces. That sounds like a fun thing. I can't remember when last I worked on a puzzle. Oh, a jigsaw puzzle, yeah. Yeah. I like walking outside without my glasses on so that my eyes rest. Everything's blurry, but at least my eyes get a chance to rest. Ha, Sudoku puzzles. I don't do Sudoku puzzles much. Okay, we're still downloading. We've got Firebase, Perf, whatever it needs. Okay, it doesn't look like it's downloading too slowly, but it'll need to continue. Maybe Ahmed can make me some music for the stream, and then I won't need to worry about copyright. And then I can feature Ahmed as a music contributor to the stream. Okay. Watching Gradle build is a bit like paint dry. And I'm so keen to get it going. Oh, I know what I can do in the meantime while this is happening. Let me see if I can get my device displayed on the screen, my test device running. So I'm going to just plug in my USB here. I have an extra USB port here. I'm not going to run the emulator on my machine because if I do that, then I might eat up some more memory and clock cycles that I'm not inclined to take away from stream. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to run SCRCPY. Let's see if that's going to work for me today. Okay. It's starting the daemon and okay, wait. Always allow. I haven't allowed on this test device yet. Let's try again. So I can get that going. Right, so I have a test device, which is a good thing. And let me just make a new tab here quickly so that I can do that and have a test device. Okay, so I don't have Habitica on this thing yet, I don't think. I don't know. So it'll be a first time install from debug when I do this. Okay, well let's just put that out of the way for now. Okay, so that step's done at least. And this is still busy downloading. Yes, I guess that's the sad thing about doing everything live. But on the flip side, now it gives me a chance to hang out with everybody who's here and here. So who started working? I haven't started working yet. I only start on Friday, but I think Ahmed has started working already. How difficult is it to get back to work? Oh wait, Android Gradle plugin requires Java 11 to run. You're currently using Java 8. Okay. Is that now because of... I'm pretty sure I was running 15 on here before. So I'm purposefully starting back at work on a Friday so that I don't have a whole week, right? So that I can answer all my Slacks and my emails and talk to everybody on the Friday and figure out what my tickets were and then only start on the Monday again, all fresh after having had a weekend at least. For those that don't know, it's summer where I am. It's not winter, so it's actually pretty hot. And so it's actually getting dark now, so maybe I should put a light on. Let me see. You started on a Tuesday, that helped a lot. Okay, let me see if I can get the light switched on. The light. Ah, there's my light. Okay. Let's see, cool. Okay, maybe it's a bit right. Yeah, Tuesday, I was tempted to start on a Thursday, but I actually decided a Friday is better. So then it's just one day, right? It's very cold. Yeah, it's actually, it's hot, but sometimes it's muggy, like it's a bit humid. The Cape Town temperatures aren't that bad if it doesn't get too above the 30s. That's 30 Celsius. I guess I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. Okay. Okay, it's complaining about, yeah, it's the JDK thing. Oh, but it says build successful, right? Okay, I'm wondering if I can run it. No. Yeah, 30 degrees Celsius is a bit much. Let me see, why is it not building? Oh, it's the Java thing. Okay. I can't remember how to do this now. I've got to set it, select a JDK, right? Not 1.8. All these JDKs, I think the one that I used is that one. You can see I've tried to do this multiple times. It's wanting Java 11, right? Okay. Let's see if that works. Let's try again. That's getting better. Okay, I'm making progress here. Okay, this is looking good. So what I've done for the 30 degrees Celsius weather in Cape Town, I think this project is pretty old, Ahmed. Let me just see, but we can see it's had various guises, but the thing with this project which makes it a bit tricky also is it's completely open source, and then people get their badges in Habitica to contribute. So you have all sorts of different architectures and people doing things. Let's see what the contributors look like. I think I can go to Insights, right? And then we can see what the history looks like. Code frequency. I mean, I've been using it for a while. I remember when they moved over from whatever they had before and made a native Android app. So that's been quite a few years. So at least look here. So people are adding things to the project. So it's not a dead project, and it's got quite a few users. Let's see, we've got some contributors on this project. This is the main dev. I think he's employed by them. And then there are a few other people. So what you can see is this guy does most of the work here. And then you have other people just blips and blips. And they probably just do a thing to get the badge, right? You can see people are just doing a small thing to get their badge. And so what you find in it is that the architecture is a little bit bits and pieces, because all of these people have add bits and pieces to it. You can see it's always just one little small. 2016, so it looks like it's been around for a bit. If I go to the main repo, contributors should be on the right. Okay, you mean like this one? Yeah. Okay, we've got the contributors here. 130 contributors. But again, as you can see, they just do a few lines of code. Okay, this guy's actually added a few things, but that was in 2016, right? So here we have a lot of action in 2016. But this is the guy that's been most consistently, Philip, adding things to it. Okay, let's go see if the project builds. Oh no, it's still going. My first stream in which I figure out that people can actually hear me and will talk to me in chat. And we did nothing else except Watch Gradle build. Okay, let's see if I can tick anything here so I can at least get some gold. So I can update my sword. Look, I want some of these. I want this new hat, this leather helm, right? And it needs 15 gold. So I need to be able to tick things off here. Okay, I can tick off. We did the counter screen activities. That's going to help. I need some smaller tasks to tick off, right, to get the gold. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to say for stream 0, what do I want to do? I want to, let's see, check audio, talk to people, fork the repo, set up project. This is gamifying it, right? Get it building. So if I get just that done, then at least that'll be stream 0's goals. And so I'm feeling getting the little dopamine hit here. I've checked the audio, I'm talking to people, I've forked the repo, I've set up the project. I only need to get it building to get this first one. Let's see, where are we? Okay. It's still building. Yeah. Okay, what else can we read and talk about? We can read the documentation, but that's kind of boring if you guys watch me read the documentation. Have anybody in chat tried to add Compose? Who's using Compose in their production apps? Or are you not there yet? I know Ahmed and I are not using Compose in our production app yet, but I'm hoping that if I do this and practice it, then by the time that we need... Oh, Adam is. Oh, you're lucky. Was it a pain to get it going? Or was it easy? Was it difficult to convince your team? I think... oh, and Afzal is too. Oh, you're also lucky. I think what Ahmed and I are doing, gonna do, is we're just gonna like build a small thing and put the PR up and then see what the people say. Okay, your team is 2 people. Now our team is pretty large, right? We've got quite a big team with lots of things happening and lots of customers that we don't want to mess around. So we'll just like make a button and then start using the button everywhere. And then if anybody wants to do anything about the button, then they need to learn Compose, right? That's what we're going to do. Let's see if the build builds. It's still building. Okay, the other good thing I can see here is that I can actually run a Gradle build and stream at the same time. One screen, one bottom sheet. Okay. So I can see that the stream can actually manage to do a Gradle build while I'm busy talking to you. And that's cool. So yeah, I don't think I mean, our app is too big to put Compose in everywhere in one fell swoop. We'll need to just at first get the build up and running and have one component and then little bits and pieces. So for you who are using Compose in production, what did you do about testing? Was it easy to get your testing going? Or are you not testing? Don't say you're not testing, that's the wrong answer. Say you wish you were testing if you aren't testing, because that's one of my overall stream goals for the series of streams that I'm doing, is to try and see if I can get the tests. So this is what I want to do for the whole stream. I want to sort out the build, figure out how the themes work, because I'm thinking that the themes might actually be a bit tricky, especially with this old app. Okay, that's an interesting thing that we think we can do. How about I go into the themes and just see the horror that awaits? Right, let's see if I can see what their themes look like. Because maybe... Okay, we've got color files. Let's have a look at that. Oh, there's night mode. That's pretty cool. Okay, so the color files, brown, maroon, red. Okay, this looks okay-ish. Let's see what the styles look like, right? Night styles. Okay. This, looks like it's okay. So I think we could probably, I'm hoping that they don't use main app theme dark, task form. I'm hoping that they don't use fixed colors everywhere, because that might actually make it a bit more. Okay, so these themes look like, oh cool, so you did manage to get the tests going. Yeah, I'm looking at the theme now, Ahmed, and I think that if I can just use the theme adapter for this. So my plan is to use the theme adapter. But sometimes people have like a whole big mess of styles, and it's not really themable, but it looks like they've got decent themes that derive from this main app theme. And so it might be that I can actually use some of this. And then they've got some styles. Okay, so the styles, okay, so the thing to look for me now is the themes must have the colors and things in, but the styles mustn't have too much colors, right? So I'm just doing a scan of the code here so I can see. So maybe that's going to help us. And also, given that they have night mode, it probably means that the theme has been sorted out, at least to the extent that they need it for night mode. And if they've got that, then it means that I can probably use the theme adapter and have a theme for day and night mode. Oh, I'm getting a bit more optimistic about the themes. I was worried that the themes were going to be a pain to fix. Yeah, so the testing the composables, that's actually really cool. I like that whole preview thing, and I like it that you can just run one composable on the app. So I'm thinking one of the plans that I want to have is I can imagine an app where all of your design system is in a separate module, and that you can have like a smallish app that you can give to the design team so that they can look at all your assets and all your buttons and all your UI without it being built into the app completely. And so you can get quick turnaround then. And then if those composables are sitting in a separate module and they don't need to be recompiled in your app, then the rest of the app can just pull that module in, and that'll help for build time. And then you'll have all of the design system completely separate in a separate module. So I think that would be the coolest way to do it. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to pull that off on my app. And I certainly won't be able to do it in this app. I don't think I'll be able to. Oh, launch succeeded. Ah, imagine that. Let me see if I can find the phone and then see if it's running. Let me see. I'll pull the phone up in a minute and show you that in fact, where is it now? Come along. There we are. It's not pulling. Here we are. Look. So there. So I've got the onboarding screen. So that means the build went through. The app's running. And I can see what's going on. So let's start. Okay, so theoretically I already have a user which I should be able to use to log in here now. I think if I go in here now, I can choose this one. Okay. Let's see if it logs in. Now I know this app sometimes has weird things. Let's just see if I can get this running. Ah, you know what? It's telling me about leaks. Leak Canary is telling me about leaks. I just swiped it away. Oh, the horror. I just quickly want to see if I can get it logged in. Okay. It's not letting me log in. So let me see if I can get it to log in. I need to just check out what the password is there. So that's why the app's off screen, so that I can just make sure if I can see what the password is. Okay. Yes, so it turns out that I have not set a password because I log in with Google and the app doesn't want to log in with Google properly. So let me just sort that out quick and we can see if I can log in here. Settings. No, the password isn't password 123 or unicorn. Okay, I need to change this. I made a typo. Okay, let's see if I can type it in here now. And log in. And then we can see what we should be seeing is the same to-dos that I have in my other screen. Typos in the password. Oh no. Yes, I guess that's the other thing. If you're on stream and you need to type accurately, that's also a tricky thing to do. Ah, yes. Fantastic. Great. I'm going to see if I can move this on screen again for you. There. So now you can see I'm logged in. There's my little avatar. Let me just bring back the other screen, and then you should be able to see that. You should be able to see that here, that I've got, in fact, the app running, and the app is running. Okay, so that actually means, so there's that one, there's my habits, there's the dailies, there's my to-dos. Let's see, what did I say I wanted to do? I want to get it building, but I guess this get it building means get it building with the new libraries, not get it building just to get it running. So this is great. Okay, I do have a sense of achievement. I've got the little dopamine hits. I am achieving something. Okay, so now I can continue. In fact, I can take this blog post and see if I can add this now to my Gradle file. So it's saying, okay, so the first thing to check for me now would be, well, how old is this blog post? So it's November 12, 2021. So I think it's okay to just cut and paste from here. Otherwise I need to go and see in the documentation how it's done. Okay, all right, build script. Here we go. Okay, he isn't doing that there yet. Actually, maybe it is better. This is using 4221. And this is saying 700, but what have we got? We've got, let's open the bold files here and see if we can see what the scripts are saying. I think we had the right version. This is the top level one. Tools build 704. Okay, I think that's cool. So that's at least, that's a little bit. Ooh, he's still got JCenter. Okay. Come February, they're going to need to do something about that JCenter thing. Okay, so we've got the right version of this. Now, plugins 1531. So the Kotlin plugins needs to be 1531. Let's see, where's the other? I'm going to just close these files a bit so I can see what's going on here. Oh, he's updated to 160. I'm hoping that's going to be okay. I seem to recall that there was an issue with running Compose on 160. I wonder if I can go down. Okay, let's just try it with 160. Chat, if you know it's going to blow up, you can tell me. But I think 160, Kotlin plugin version 160. I can't remember if that worked or not. Min SDK 21. Okay, build features. Compose true. Okay, so I need 110 RCO1. Okay, that's a good thing to know. We can have a look when we get there. let's see, where do I put this piece in here? Build features, I've got that. Here we are, build script. It needs to be inside Android, right? Repositories, configuration, dependencies. Android. Okay. I'm just going to drop it in here. I don't want to do too much change to his libraries. If I can help it, I want to put the bare minimum in. Java and Kotlin compilers to target Java 8. And then compose options, compiler extension version. Okay, let's do this and see what happens. Okay, I'm just going to drop it all here so it's next to each other. But maybe that's in here already. Is this in here already? Product flavors, sources. Okay, it's already got it here. So I don't need it here. Don't need this. Kotlin options. Kotlin options. Target. Okay, there's two. So I've got the one that I'm saying, 1.8. And that's my one, and that's 1.8. Okay, so we don't need that. And then compose options, I'm thinking that shouldn't be in here, right? Only once. Okay, cool. So of all of these things in here, the only thing I needed to add was this build features here and this compose versions. The rest of this was already in here. Let me check the min SDK version. 21. Thank goodness, because if it wasn't min 21, I don't know. Well, I guess I could just make in my library, make it that. But then that would mean my PR wouldn't have been accepted at all. Okay, dependencies. Okay, let's see, we can just add these in here. Okay, lifecycle compose. I'm just checking that these are all only compose ones. All right. Okay, let's just drop these dependencies in here. Okay, where are you? Dependencies. Jacoco test. Oh, that's good to see that they're running tests. If I see Jacoco, it means they're running a test report. That's good to know. Let's see if I can find dependencies here. Okay, I'm going to just add it. Markdown, analytics, RxJava, tests, leak detection. Okay. Well, it seems this app has leaks because it just asked me about it in the leak canary in the debug version added. Mentioned that it found a leak, which is a sad thing. Maybe that's I wonder why these people who want their badges don't fix the leaks. Maybe because it's hard to fix leaks. Right, let's sync and see if this works now. Okay, if this builds, then okay, first let's see, you said compose 1.0.0 RCO1 is the version I should be using. I don't see that they I'm gonna have to extract the version so it's all in one place. Okay, because it's using the Compose version hard coded in here. Oh, okay. And I don't see them having all of their version numbers. If I'm looking at this build file now, they're not keeping their version numbers somewhere central, right? So this is a sad thing. And I don't actually feel like cleaning up their build file. I just want to add Compose. I don't want to clean your build file, people. Maybe it's the Boy Scout rule. I should leave it better than I found it and make a PR where I clean it up. But I won't do that on stream. I certainly won't do that on stream, because that's going to take forever and it's going to be even more boring than watching a build run. Sync finished. Right, let's run. Let's see if we can run. So I don't need to add a composable into any activity. What structure bothers you, Ahmed? The build file? Or the architecture? There's going to be a lot in this app that bothers me because I have so many people adding little bits and pieces. Oh, Gradle. Yeah. So what I'm going to be is not be triggered by anything. I won't let any of my things that I think should be different trigger me. What I'll do is I'll make a list, and then one day if I have time, I might fix a few things. I think the leaks bother me more than the structure. You know, the fact that I open this app up. Here, let me show you this. Where is the phone? Look here, found one retained object grouped as one distinct leaks. So it's actually finding, Leak Canary is actually finding leaks. So if I go in here, I think it can tell me what the leaks are, right? Thread locals, heap dump. So, I mean, I haven't investigated this at all, but I mean, this thing just runs and it's finding, Leak Canary is finding issues in here. So there definitely are leaks in this app, which is a scary thing to see. But again, I think it's difficult to fix. I think people... A casual contributor that doesn't know the architecture of the app might not be able to fix the leaks that easily. Okay, Gradle's running. And in fact, it's probably downloading more stuff. Okay, build failed. It's probably the Compose version, right? Okay, yeah, it is that. It's 153. So the Compose version needs to be updated. Okay, 105. Let's go find that. Where are the 105s? 1.0.5. Okay. In 5 different places. Oh dear, okay. Yes, it needs to be a variable. So now, do I search and replace or do I make a variable? It's more than 3, I should be making a variable, but I can't for the life of me remember how to make a variable in Groovy now. Okay, I'm going to just search and replace for now. And then I'll fix it later. So we're saying that this needs to be 1.1.0. Oh, def. I can just do a def, right? 0. Okay, let me do that at the top. Yeah. I think I can do it outside the build script, right? Here. Are you saying we can go like this? Def compose version equals. Okay, now it's the question of the quotes, right? The strings. 1.0.0 dash RC 01. Okay, let's see if that's going to work for me. Right, and now what I'm looking for is all the 105s become $1, right? I'm wondering if there's another app where I can have a look and see how these things work. Oh, I know. This one has it in here. They're doing it like that. Okay, so yes. So it's the double quotes over there, and I need $1. Okay, that's what I need to do. So 105 becomes $compose version. Let's just see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Replace, 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 replace. Now it's going to bleed. Okay, it's going to bleed because of the. It's going to bleed because of this. This. Ahmed, if you got bumped, I think it's the spam filter that's kicking you off. I'm sorry about that. because I put the spam filters really reasonably strict. Yeah, sorry Ahmed, it's the spam filters. I put the spam filters reasonably strict because I didn't know what the trolls were going to be like. So I just, for safety's sake, did that. Okay, so now I have Compose version in here and I've got a variable. Sync now. Okay. It seems to be building. Oh wow, Ahmed, that's really strict. I wonder which of the bots. RCO1, let me have a look. Did I say wrong? RCO 1 dot, yes, 1.0.1 RCO1. Okay. Thanks, yes. Typo. Okay, let me see if I can run it again. So now the question is stop. Do I stop and start again? Do I take a chance? Android Studio. Sync. Oh, I just want to type make one composable and preview it. Only one composable. Okay, cool. It's downloading stuff. Yes. I'm sorry, Ahmed. I must really have a look at the chatbot and see what the strict things were. I think it probably said that it was like spam because you pasted a big block of code and it wasn't just a message, and so it deleted you. I thought you were an evil spammer. Meanwhile, you're trying to help me code. You know what we can do though, right? Next time I can switch on, we can do this pair programming thing that Android Studio has. Or I can just have you on the stream, right? But I want to figure out how to make Zoom appear in a stream. Because I know some other people use Skype, but I think I have a sneaky way I think I could possibly... Oh, build successful. Ha! Ha! Wait, was it the previous one? I'm getting too excited too quickly. That was just the sync. Was that just the sync or was that the build? This is looking good. I'm just going to keep the phone up here. Let's just move the phone up to the desktop here so we can see when it appears. And it's building. Yeah, so I actually, on the Code with the Italian stream, I won the license for that IntelliJ. So I have the ultimate edition of IntelliJ for a year. And it's got this cool share coding thing where you can host, share, and I think I can have up to 50 people code with me. So maybe what we need to do is I'll set it up. Well, first I need to see if I can run Compose in the IntelliJ Ultimate and not in Android Studio. And then we set it up so 50 people can code with me, right? So I could get all of chat. I could get all of chat to add code to my code base. That'll be cool. I mean, it'll be complete pandemonium though. If all chat people add things to the Compose app. That'll be even more pandemonium than having an open source app that's been changed by so many people. Does anybody know if you can run Jetpack Compose in the IntelliJ Ultimate or IntelliJ Community Edition? I have to figure that. I think you can do Android projects, but I don't know if you can do Compose in there yet. I'm pretty sure that the Code of the Italians people would be using the IntelliJ version and not Android Studio if they even could. But they still seem to be using Android Studio. I'm happy enough that this app actually runs in Arctic Fox. But I'm guessing it would, hey. I mean, Arctic Fox is pretty stable now, so... build failed. Build failed. Why did the build fail? Let's see. Oh... No, I think it's because I think there's somewhere else in the app. There's a 105. Is there a 105 elsewhere? Oh, here. I didn't replace this. That's why. This needs to be $compose version. Can I do this though? $compose version. Will this work? Do I need to go like this? The Kotlin version is 1.6.0. This project's been updated to 1.6.0. So I don't know what will happen if I downgrade it, because the other option would be for me to downgrade from 1.6.0 to 1.531 to make Compose work. This is a really good experiment because I know our project uses 1.6.0. So this means we can't, if I can figure this out here now, then yes, it's cool. We can add it to our project, our work project. But if there are other issues, but Afzal said that it actually might work. Okay, but this is still building. Yeah. Okay, let's see if there's anything else we can read about this. I could probably search it and see what I can find. Transitive dependencies. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do once I get it to bold. Okay, he's put this in a gist here. Compose version. If I can get it to bold, then I'm not going to try and put the composable in an activity or a fragment. Actually, I'm just going to have a file somewhere in the UI. So I think what I'm going to do is let's close this. What I'm going to do next is inside here, Habitica UI, I'm going to make another package called Composables. But this is messed in here, all of here. I don't know, what are your opinions about package structure? Where should I be putting this composable if I make a composable now? Like a UI components package, right? Do we want to put it inside of their existing package structures? Or should I make a separate module like I want to do with the other app? Okay, I'm not going to make a module now. I can make a module later. What I'm going to do now, once this builds, if I ever get it to build today, I'm just going to make one composables. UI components, UI screens. Okay, I can do that. I think what I'll do is I'll keep the same package structure, com, Habitica RPG, Android, Habitica UI, and then later maybe I'll move all of the compose code into a separate module. Oh, are we getting warnings? So we must be progressing. A load of purple warnings, another thing to trigger me. Pages and pages of purple warnings. Leaks and warnings. But I will not mock the code. I will just make it better. I guess at some point I need to see if I can get the tests running too. But that's for another stream. What CI services do people use? We're still using Jenkins. I wonder what these people use. I wonder if I can see in the root what CI they use. Let's see if we can see. Well, this is building. Let's see if we can see in the GitHub Actions and Firebase Test Lab. Yeah, we also use Firebase Test Lab. I want to see if I can figure out what CI these people use here. What CI this app uses. Oh, there was something about the build process here, right? Let's see. Build instructions, config files. GitHub will send you an email every time we publish an update, view releases. But I think this releases page is pretty old. Yeah, see, that's October 2020. That's way too old. They must have moved to a different thing. Okay, Firebase. So they obviously, I set this up because I think they use Crashlytics. We can see what it looks like on Google Play and see how many downloads they have. They have lots of reviews. Their rating isn't too bad, even with the memory leak. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Compose version 1.0.0 RCO2 for 6.6.10. Okay, what version have I got? RCO1 for 160. That's what Afzal said as well, yeah. Let's see the Kotlin version, if I can find the Kotlin version in here somewhere. Build gradle. Yeah, so we've got 160. Okay, cool. So that means then I think I've got the right version here. 110 RC0. Yeah, that's the right version. Okay. Launch succeeded. Yay. Yay, yay. Look at that. Okay. Okay. Brilliant. Now I'm happy. So now theoretically I'll be able to add a composable in here. Okay, so let's do the package structure that we thought of here. We're going to have UI components, UI screen. So let's add a new package here. New package. I'll call it UI components. And let's add a new Kotlin file and we'll call it, what will we call it? Compose button. Let's just see if I can make a button, right? It's not added to Git yet. Okay, we don't want a class. What we want is, we want a composable test button. Aha. Okay, and then we're gonna have just go button, right? We can do button. We want the compose one here. Button. What does it want? It wants an on-click. Well, we won't have an on-click yet. We'll just go. We'll just do nothing. And I guess we need to wrap something inside it, right? We need to give it some content. So this could be text. Text equals hello world. Right, so let's see. We want the text, that one. Now, I made myself a preview. What I've been doing lately is my composable previews, I make them private. So I can use the same name for all of them, and then they look like that. And now I can have a test button in here. Okay. Right, now let's see if we can see something. I'm going to zoom in a bit. It probably needs modifiers, right? Maybe we need it in a surface. I need it in a surface. Modifier. What was this modifier again? Hang on. Okay. Oops. What was the modifier for full max size? There's a good one. And then we can go like this. Full max width, yeah, and full max size is what I actually want. I'll make the surface just be full max size, full max width. No, I think the full max size is the one that I want. That one. Why is it not importing? Let's just take the modifier out for now. And then let's refresh it. Okay, now is the time. Oh, it's because it's using this stupid modifier here, the wrong one. It's using the wrong modifier. Modifier equals there we are. Reload. Reload. I could run it on the app. Okay, it's busy building. That's the other thing with these previews. Sometimes they're super quick and sometimes they take forever. It's probably building in here, isn't it? Building in here. Yes, it's building. Okay, we better wait for it. So I think the thing we can do now is we can go and find a place to copy and paste components from. But for now, the thing is just that I want to at least have one composable in this app and get it added. Yeah, it would. I don't know why this is taking so long now. Sometimes it's quick. If you just change a padding or something or a text, sometimes it's quick. It's got that quick update for some of the things. But some of it takes a longer time. Is my computer getting hot? Not too bad. Not too bad. Gradle board running. Yeah, I have to be honest. True confession, I haven't really built anything in Flutter. I tried the sample app that has that timer that updates the counter, where you press the button and it updates the counter, and that's all I ever built in Flutter. I haven't tried using Flutter at all. I've just been embroiled in native Android up to now. Oh no, I lie. I had a short stint doing React Native, but I don't want to admit to having done any of that, in case I ever have to do it again. Yeah. Sure, 3 minutes. This is taking forever. Okay, let's see if we can search for something else on the internet. I was trying to figure out how their build system works, how their CI system works. But I haven't been seeing, because usually, oh look, gem files. Doesn't that mean it's fast lane, right? But I don't see a fast file folder. I have to figure out how their build system works. I hope their build system has got a CI system that's automated. It would be sad if there was one developer building the entire app for all these people off his own PC. I hope it's not like that. What is this Gradle task name cache? 0 bytes. Magic Mickey put that in. I wonder what that is. It's always super interesting to read other people's repos, right? Especially an old one like this, which has so many store strings. Renamed to-dos to to-dos 2 years ago. Ah, okay, this looks like the strings that they use for the Play Store. Okay, I think it built, right? And so, yay! We have a button, we have a clickable button that does nothing, we have a clickable button that does nothing. Fantastic! I guess we could make it log, right? But I don't know if you can log out of preview mode. Okay, now let me go back to my to-do app and let me see what I can tick off of my tasks and get gold. Get gold to buy more armor. So first stream, I did actually get it building, and we have a composable in the repo, which in my books is a win. And so if I click this now, I only got 6 gold. That's not a lot, but I guess that's okay. 6 gold. How much have I got now? I've got almost 15 gold. I need 15 gold for this hat. I need to figure out a task that I can do as part of the stream so I can get... Okay, wait. I went live. I chatted to everybody. I didn't crash and I didn't need to recover yet, and I still have about 40 minutes left. I coded some stuff so I can tick this one off too, right? Ha! 15 gold, 99 cents. Yay! And I found a dragon egg. Okay, cool. Let's see. Now I can buy this hat, right? Leather helm. It's going to give me 2+ strength. This is totally what this thing needs now. Keepeth Codes now has a leather helm. I'm still wearing a different thing. I'm still wearing a different hat. But let me put my leather helm on. Let's see if I can do that. Equipment. Battle gear. Costume. Oh, look at that. There's Leak Canary. I'm leaking again. This is pretty scary. I'll take off this hat. And I'll see if I can... Oh, this is odd. It's actually completely frozen. Is that Leak Canary that's frozen it? I think so. Okay. No, it was just delaying. Let me equip my hat. Ooh. It's not responding because of Leak Canary. Look at that. Wait. Oh, it's buzzing and going crazy with all the leaks here. Let's see what this looks like. 5 retained objects. 1 retained object. 5 retained objects. So that's the task recycler view fragment. Main activity. Rewards recycler review fragment. Ooh, this is not looking so good. I think I'll have to have a complete stream and figure out how to fix these leaks maybe. But that was not what the goal was for tonight. Okay, I'm actually pretty pleased because most of the things that I wanted to do tonight, I managed to do. So, the next step, let's see, what are my tasks? What are my next steps here? This needs a refresh. Okay, tell me later. Oh, this is not refreshing. That's interesting. Because I just changed this in the app and this is not refreshing on the screen. Okay, maybe I need to reload over there. Okay. Okay, so I've sorted out the build and now the next thing I need to do is figure out how the themes work. So that would be the next thing I want to stream, is the themes. And yes, I think I'm going to use that compatibility, theme compatibility. And then now I have to actually see a place in the code. Maybe that's the thing we can do now, is look at the code a bit and see what would be a good component to use and to convert into Compose. Okay, I'm going to pull up the app again and then we can see if we can find it. Although this app's going to make me nervous because it's going to have leaks everywhere and then it's going to make me feel uncomfortable because of all the leaks, right? So let's see. Yeah, it's registering leaks all the time here now. Let me see if I can find it. There we are. Let's put this on the desktop. Okay, dailies, to-dos. Okay, so one of the things that I thought that might be cool is if I did this little avatar picture. See, these leaks are going to drive me crazy. This avatar picture is a composable, but now I don't know if it's going to be that easy to put that in, because I guess it depends on where the data for this comes, because the state for this will probably come from some API calls, and so to populate this we need some states. The other option, so now I'm going to go look inside the view models to see if I can figure out where they use view models. Let me close this at the bottom here. So the view models, the inventory, equipment overview view model. And there's a base view model, group view model, inbox view model, notifications view model, and party view model. I'm hoping this equipment overview is somewhere in here. Get gear, get equipment. I'm going to have to read the code to figure out where the best place would be to pick a component that I can add. Maybe I must have a look at the activities and the audio. Oh, this is clearly not a one activity app, right? This is a multi-activity app. Do they have any fragments? Let's open that up. They have a whole host of fragments as well. Look, inventory. Shall we be? Let's see if we can find the place where the yeah, it's a lot, but I mean I know this code base is pretty old. Habit button widget activity. I'm gonna have to read this code off stream to figure out what's happening here. About fragment, of course, right? The about fragment would be a safe place to see if I can you know, that'll be a safe place to put a composable in. The other thing to know, to figure out, is how their navigation works. The thing with adding Jetpack Compose to an existing app is that I'm not going to change any of the navigation. I'm going to leave the navigation as is. I'm not going to touch this navigation with a barge pole. I'm literally just going to find a spot in an activity where I can go compose and put some set content and put some composables in. Oh, okay. News fragment, promo info, stuff. At least these fragment names seem pretty self-explanatory, right? I wonder if I can figure out equipment items where that avatar picture is. This avatar picture that I've got here. So this is the main sort of bar where you see your health and your experience. That avatar picture. But now, is this a good candidate for composable? Because the thing is, it'll probably what it needs to do. It's probably going to pull some little bitmaps. These pixelized bitmaps. It's pulling that from the back end, and it's building up this little image using those. So maybe that's not a good thing to use. I don't know. Has anybody got any suggestions of what we think? Okay, so the other thing is these dailies, right? Let me close this, and we can see these dailies. Look at this thing's frozen again. Let's see, these dailies, this is a list. So if I add more of these here, let me add some more here, create, this is a list and this is a scrollable list. And those things are always really cool to do in Compose, right? Because those lists are so easy to do in Compose. The lazy lists, the lazy columns, see? So these, I won't tick these off because I don't want to artificially get any gold. But these scrollable lists would be good to do. The checklist, yes, the checklist maybe. Or the create to do form, yeah, that's a possibility. This form. But this looks like a whole fragment, right? This looks like a whole fragment again. It might even be its own activity, because it's on the navigation stack here. Let's see what else is in here that we can do. Okay, this is where the settings. Okay, I'm not going to do settings. Theme color, this is curious. Oh, I can change the whole theme. Huh. Oh, okay, so these buttons go like that. Ah, Lee Canary again. Okay. Yeah, maybe that to-do screen. Something on the main screen. Okay, here's the about screen. Okay, this is super easy to do in Compose, right? These leaks are going to make me batty. This is an easy screen to do. I could just because this is like totally safe, right? I could just do this screen and sort the theme out and make all the buttons. But I guess, is this interesting now? I mean, the chance, if I'd put this into Compose, then the chances of my PR being accepted is bigger, right? Because it's not going to break anything. Yeah, I agree. Baby steps is a good idea. I'm dreaming of making this little avatar picture, but I guess that's not what's going to happen now. The cool thing about, it's probably pretty static. I mean, it's not going to have any API calls I need to worry about, and no updates. I probably only need to worry about these events and what happens with these events. Like, I'm sure these actually will probably just go to links. Hey, we could probably go and look and see if we can find the about page. About fragment, there it is. On activity created. There are some toasts. Ah, cool, look. This looks like there's an Easter egg in here. This looks like you were blessed with cats. Okay, let's see. They're saying if we tap on the version number. And we need to tap 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Version info. It seems we are not blessed with cats. Yeah. Do the thing. This is an interesting method. Do the thing. Okay, fibers. Ah, found the Easter eggs. Oh, I want to find this Easter egg now. It's in the about fragment, right? But we'll need to see what I've got to tap. It says tap here. Version info. Where is version info? This will probably be in this XML. Okay, let's see the code here. Version info. Let's split. There's that version info. Yeah, that's version info. So why did I not get the Easter egg? Let's try again. Oh dear. Something weird's happening here now with my screens. Okay. Let's see if I can find the Easter egg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I need to see if it's logging anything. Unexpected end of file. Log decrashed. That looks horrible. This is a maze of twisty passages, all alike. Okay, well, the about screen is a good candidate, even though it's a little bit of a cop-out candidate, right? Because it's not so intense. But I think all of these activities and the way this app's built is a bit scary for me at the moment. So I think this is a good app, just a good screen to start on. Nested scroll view, right? Linear layout, space, image view. Yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one to do. They're all text views, and then these are buttons. Okay, so what we'll need then is, I don't actually want to start on this component now before I've sorted the themes out. And the themes, I probably need a bit more research to sort the themes out. So rather than me sitting here researching the themes while you watch me read the internet, we can just chat about stuff. Let me see if I've got more chat messages we can say. Does anybody know of any upcoming Android events that they want to talk about? Any conferences, any virtual conferences? I know that there is a big conference in Cape Town in April, and I think there are still some DevFest conferences around. So those are there. But the whole conference scene has gone a bit slow with everybody working from home. And then the other questions were, what are your favorite things about Jetpack Compose? Those would be the two questions I still have for chat. While we can talk about that while I see if I can find compatibility, theming, interoperability. I'm a little bit scared to look at how the navigation of this app works because it is so huge. Let's see what they say about themes. UI, theming, multiple sources of truth, MDC Compose theme adapter, app compat Compose theme adapter. Okay, let's see what library they're using. Maybe that'll help us. Where is the build Gradle again? Oh dear, Ahmed, is it deleting your messages again? It's not letting you paste, Ahmed. My spam filter is too strict. I think I can set the spam filter. I mean, the stretch stuff's all new to me. I think I can set the spam filter up so that people that are following. Oh, yeah. I think you were kicked out now for 30 seconds. What were you trying to paste this time? I think what I must do is, if you follow, then I think I can set the spam filter up. I don't know how these spam filters work because I just set it up before I started streaming. But I think you can set it up that some people don't get... you weren't pasting anything. Wow. That's weird. I wonder what you did. You were saying what you like about Compose. I know what I'm going to do. Ahmed, if I make you a moderator, maybe it won't beat you up then. Wait. Let me do that. I think I spelled it right. Okay. Ahmed, you are a moderator now. Maybe it won't be nasty to you. Ah, fantastic. Oh, and you've got a green sword. You've got a better sword than my character, right? My little character needs an upgrade. I need to do more streams so I can upgrade a sword. The sword isn't too bad. It's just a little sword. Lazy row, lazy column. Yeah, I also like that. Yeah, I like that I don't need the recycler views and the adapters. Yeah, I think I must see. I think one of the controls for spam is like paragraphs if people write big paragraphs. But it's okay. You're a moderator now, so it means that that's one way of doing that. But I'm going to do some research and find out how to make the chatbot not be so angry. Yeah, it's a very strict chatbot. I think I made it a little bit too strict. It's only my friends here, so it doesn't need to be this strict. Yeah. Okay, alright, so the about fragment is definitely a possibility, but the themes is probably the thing I need to sort out first. So, I'm wondering now which of these two I should choose. I need to see material theme, app compat activity. MDC library. Oh, that's what I was looking at. I was going to go to the Gradle file and see if I could see what library they're using. If they're using material design components. Material design components. Are they using app compat? So I probably need to use the app compat one. App compat. Yes. Okay, this one can be updated. Okay. Okay, so it seems from the libraries that what I'll need to use is not this MDC Compose theme adapter, but the app compat version of it. So it means we can go like this, app compat theme. Okay. Let me see if I can get this going. Okay, so now we're in uncharted territory that I haven't actually prepared, but we can just see how far I get. And see if I can... Maybe it's going to be as easy as just using this theme adapter. Okay. Okay. I don't actually want to sit and read the internet while I'm on stream. Generated theme. Okay, but either way, we're only going to get colors. We're going to get colors, shapes, and typography from it. We're not really going to get anything other than that. But I guess that's okay. Because on this about screen, what does the about screen use? Let's see if we can figure out what the about screen uses. Let's see if I can find any styles. Style. Yeah, okay, so it's got this Habitica button gray style, button gray style. Okay, those styles are okay. I don't need to make those styles because I'm going to make a composable that looks like that. So I don't need those. And they're mostly this gray button. So that'll just be like a Habitica gray button. Habitica, yeah. That would be one composable that I can build. And then text views are easy. We'll just do text views. And then that image is the logo. That'll be easy to do. And this is just a little column with centered. Okay, so that's going to be an easy enough thing to do. Okay. I wonder if there's just an easy tutorial where I can just have some steps I can follow without... Let's type in Google. How to add app compat compose theme converter. I don't want to watch a YouTube video. Oh, you know what? This blog post. Maybe I can go to step 2 of this blog post. That'll be because I think you might have something about theming in here. Okay, this is just small pieces. Let's search for theme. No. Okay, he didn't do anything about theming. Let's see, number 3. Theme. Huh, that's interesting. So this blog post series has nothing about the theming in it. I wonder if there's a nice blog post about themes. Okay, compose theme app compat. Let's see. Oh, that's the one that we were just in. And that one is Stack Overflow. Ha! But it's 2019, so that might actually be not that fresh. Simple sharing, color theming for XML and Jetpack Compose. That looks like a good one. And it's 2021, which is also nice and new. Okay. Okay, this might be a good one. Okay, he's just doing the builds again. Composable. My application theme. App compat theme. Okay, I need to go into accompanist. Okay, this is where we were earlier. Okay, I'm not going to read this now on stream because that could be super boring. What I'd rather do is commit these changes because it's building now, and I can have my I've got my little composable here that I can have a look at, and so I'll rather just commit these code changes. Yeah, that's a good point, to change from app compat to MVC. Either of these questions I would have to research, and so it's not going to be that easy to do it on stream now. So I think what I'm going to do is we can chat more if people feel like chatting, or we can I'm just going to commit this. While I commit this, we can chat, and then I might end stream early and then do some research and then come back in a week's time, and then I can do the theming. Maybe I'm lucky and the theming takes me another single stream and not 3. I was thinking, wow, it's going to take me three streams at least to sort out. What I can show you in the meantime is my Git tool. If I don't use the command line, then this is my Git tool. Okay. Oh, I see. There's a 3.5 version, and this is develop. So he's obviously building the 3.5 version here 12 hours ago. Okay, he's back at work. Okay, let's see. So all of the changes to add compose to this project is in this build file. Okay, and then there's the button. Marvelous. 45 minutes for a few lines of code. Stage all changes. The rest of the time we were waiting for Gradle build. I wonder what their commit message fixes, finish, bug fix, small. Okay, it doesn't look like there is really a huge commit message style that this project has. It mainly starts with fix a bunch of crashes, optimize assets, purchase fix realm issue, update some notification strings. Okay, well that means I can go add compose. Maybe I'll be a bit more verbose. Jetpack compose. Oops. Add Jetpack Compose. Okay, and then what I'll say here is update Gradle files and build a simple button to see if it works. Okay. No, I think I might not be able to push because I need to push to my repo. Okay, let's see where the remotes are. Okay, I'm gonna stop here now. It's 10 minutes short of the 2-hour mark. Thank you everybody for coming to my first stream. You can tell me on Twitter if there's specific things that you want to do or you want me to look at. And other than that, I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. And I will see you next week. Bye.